That's me. The goosebumps rising. Oh my gosh. Ah, what is happening? Is there anyone who does concepts like TXT? I feel like no. Hello friends, it's Elsie. Welcome to my channel if you are new, and if you are returning, welcome back. It's honestly wild to me that we already have another TXT comeback. For some reason, for me, Thursday's Child felt like it was yesterday, even though I know it was in May. So I'm so excited to be reacting to a brand new chapter of TXT's discography, which is the name chapter, Temptation. A couple of things before we dive in. First of all, I'm going to be splitting this up into two parts because I already know Hybe is going to be a butt and is not going to let me upload this album reaction all in one part. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to react to the concept trailer and the first two songs on the album, and then put part two, the last three songs of the album. But I'm going to be uploading it all at once. Two, you might notice my lighting is a little bit different than usual. My husband kept seeing me edit my videos and he's like, Elsie, your lighting could be so much better. So he told me, he's like, turn off the lamp, or in the meantime, I have ordered like a smart bulb for this lamp so that I can dim the lights a little bit, but he's like, you would look so much better if you just had that one light. But I don't know, if this lighting is drawing for you, if you're not liking it, let me know. And then three, I actually ordered this album. I ordered a random version from Cocodive. However, it has not arrived yet, and it's actually coming with Freeze. I ordered Freeze because I think it's my favorite TXT album other than Thursday's Child. So I also ordered that with my Cocodive order. However, I was like, I'm not waiting. I'm not waiting to do an unboxing of the album. So what I think I'm going to do is I have some other stuff as well. I have some ATEEZ stuff to unbox. So I think I'm going to do a live stream or just some kind of video where I unbox everything. So stay tuned for that. But okay, enough of an introduction. Let's get into it. But before we do, please don't forget to give this video a like if you enjoy it and subscribe to my channel.
12 seconds later.
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about this lighting. Like, I feel like I look better, but you can't really see this stuff in my background as much. But yeah, we'll play around with it. And for my beverage of the day today, one of my favorite ciders of all time, the Queen Street Cider 501. It's a late Saturday afternoon, having some friends over later, so why not? Why not open a beverage now? Though I will be drinking legally and responsibly, of course, and I hope all of you do too. Okay, so for part one here, we're going to be starting with the name chapter concept trailer. I feel like this wouldn't be a complete album reaction without the concept trailer reaction. I saw a bunch of the photos of this on Twitter and I was just like, seriously, are they just like trying to kill us? But I have not seen the concept trailer. I was purposely avoiding that because I wanted to include it in the album reaction, and I've noticed that it says the name chapter concept trailer and not just the name chapter Temptation. So will we get a sense of like the broader themes of this chapter of their discography? Why don't we find out? I feel like I have to do it every time. We've got like preppy outfits. Ooh. Oh my gosh, this is really reminding me of the previous concept trailer. Huh. They're gonna get drawn into this world.
Wendy, do come with me.
Peter Pan themes.
The other boys. Oh dear, I can't. Besides,
oh my gosh,
I can't fly. I'll teach you.
Oh my goodness, I love this genre of video that they've done.
I'll teach you how to jump on the wind's back.
Ooh.
You might be flying about with me, saying
just like
fun
messes with
things
your
to the
equilibrium.
Ooh. It looked delightfully easy, and they tried it first from the floor, and then from the beds, but they always
Wow.
went down instead of up. I say, how do you do it?
How do you do it?
Peter
Tell me.
did it both slowly and quickly, and immediately he was borne across the room. I flew! He screamed while still in midair, and there is almost nothing so delicious as that.
It's interesting it's in English.
And down they went, and round and round. Heavenly was Wendy's word.
This is so beautiful. This is art.
Second to the right, and straight on till morning.
Ooh.
That,
He's using his
Peter
powers.
had told Wendy, was the way to the Neverland.
I feel like I should have done a lore refresher before this.
And consulting them at windy corners, could not have cited it with these instructions. Peter, you see, just said anything that came into his head. Close your eyes, Wendy. Leave tomorrow behind. Take my hand and let's go to a place where we will never grow old with no worries. Forever will never end.
So it feels almost like a darker side of this whole narrative of like there are consequences. The feathers on them. Oh. Interesting. Oh my gosh. Oh, I have goosebumps. This is so beautiful. Oh my gosh. Yeonjun and Kai look almost indistinguishable from a distance. Oh my gosh. They're just taking my breath away. Like, how did they do that? What is that? Ooh. See? Oh, wow. Really, like, setting the stage of this world is not as it seems, and it messes with you. And those little flourishes sounded like birds. Now where are they? It's like up. So now what? Ooh. Their leader is the one that takes the first step forward. Oh my gosh. So where are they going? Oh my gosh. There's so much to unpack. So much to unpack. First of all, if we are getting a Peter Pan concept for these albums, I am extremely here for it because I feel like, you know, a lot of their previous songs, like with the different worlds that they've had, already did kind of like have a bit of a Peter Pan vibe. So it makes sense, especially with like the escapist theme of a lot of things that they do. I feel like Peter Pan is just all about the, you know, perils of escapism, if that makes sense. Because if this is a TXT video or a TXT album, you know there's gonna be perils. What stands out to me the most about TXT's music compared to so so many other artists is that on the surface, their music seems so like whimsical and light and happy, but like underneath the surface, when you look at the lyrics, there's so much darkness there. And in a way, like Peter Pan kind of represents that, because there's like this lightness and this like youthfulness to it. But then under the surface, it's pretty freaking dark when you think about it, since it's about this boy who can like never grow up and is just stuck being a child. But yeah, a lot of this was super reminiscent to the Magic Chapter trailer, which I love the callbacks there. The choreography was really freaking fantastic. And I loved that scene of them going back and forth like with each other. It wasn't totally clear to me if this was them like fighting with each other, but it was cool to see like the light feathers and then the dark feathers of them like warring with these different parts of themselves. And then the ending of them in the sky, I'm super curious to what that's going to lead to, because again, like it feels like a lot of callbacks here. There's so many different videos that they've had where they've been in like bedroom settings, and it was interesting to see Kai at the end there, because I can't remember whether it was the Eternally film or a specific music video, but I just remember this scene of him and there being like clouds behind him and he walks on water. Like I thought about that for some reason, and he always has this like angelic presence in so many of their videos and content. So wow, like what a way to set the stage for this album. Like, are we going to get this kind of youthful concept here of like never wanting to grow up, but then with Temptation, like I don't know if those two things go together. Anyway, maybe I should just jump right into it. Let's get to our first song here, which is Devil by the Window. And so for everything here, we're going to be using lyric videos from Zati Farhani. And I like how in the title of this, it just says correct. So maybe the first time they uploaded this, there was some errors in the lyrics. I'm not sure, but I don't know. This just made me like chuckle for some reason. Because, you know, let's be honest, TXT is always correct. So how do we start this album off? What tone are we gonna set? Let's find out. I'm so excited. Kind of dark. Oh, this is all in English so far. Ooh. Huh. Oh, this is all English. Oh, these vocals. And that instrumental. Like, I'm kind of getting almost like Billie Eilish from this so far, if that makes sense. Like, there's kind of a level of whimsy to it, but also it's like dark, which I feel like she does so well. And I feel like I couldn't come up with a better description of TXT than whimsy but dark. But it's definitely feeling like it's lining up with this whole Temptation theme so far, because I feel like their vocals are very like sultry and trying to lure you in. And I'm really fascinated by all these English lyrics, like what made them decide to start the album off with an all English song, because they're saying lie, lie, lie down, go rest your eyes, just fall asleep, sweet dreams, you can't get off the ride. A wolf in sheep's clothes, a wolf in sheep's clothes, his disguise, in the na-na night, you'll be hiding inside. So it kind of sounds like a nightmare, and they're trying to lure you in. Like, what are you doing? You got some time? Come out to play. I just got like a Pennywise image in my head. Oh God. And then high so high, the crimson sky, it's way too sweet to turn down. Like, it makes me think back to the house going into the sky. But it feels like they're playing both roles in this, because it's like this back and forth with Yeonjun at first was like, oh, you have time to play, come out and play. They sound like they're the ones who are trying to lure you in. But then later, Taehyun says, I scream and shout, but no one's around. There's no way to escape it. So like, which one is he? Or is he just like recounting the story? Or maybe he's both. Whoa. And I met the devil by the window, traded my life. Temptation touched my tongue, spread the wings of desire. So is that what was being portrayed at the beginning there, where they had that kind of like devilish figure that was in that frame and they got sucked in? Oh, this is so fascinating so far. Oh, I just like, is there anyone who does concepts like TXT? I feel like no. But okay, let's keep going. I love all the like vocal fry they're adding to it. I feel like every time Bungy's voice gets more and more mature. Or like every album. Ooh. So dreamy. Yeah, I like the female harmonies. Like parts of it are making me think of eternally. You know what I mean. Ooh. Oh gosh, this is very like eternally with these female vocals in the background. Oh. They really are just luring you in. It really is making you feel weightless. Oh my gosh, I was like I was waiting for it to keep going though, like, but I guess it's gonna be the next song. But like, what a way to create such an atmosphere to start out the album. Like, they did such a good job with, you know, it wasn't even much of an instrumental. It was almost entirely the vocals that was creating that atmosphere with those backing vocals and them in the like very dreaminess and the vocal fry and everything. There's so many things that they did to their vocals that like the instrumental wasn't even required to create that feeling of like being drawn in. And it's almost like, I don't know exactly if lazy is the right word, because it, you know, there's nothing about this that was lazy on their part, but like, what is this word? This is gonna bother me. Like lethargy? I don't think that's what I'm looking for. There's a hair on my tongue. Inertia? Oh my gosh. Look at me thesaurusing it up in here. I don't know. Maybe you guys could think up of a better word. Hypnotizing. Is that the word? Oh my gosh, Elsie, just give up. But like, it does feel like hypnotizing. It's like hypnotizing some of these vocals, the way it just like draws you in, almost like Cheshire Cat like, which we're mixing up. We're mixing up stories now between Alice in Wonderland and Peter Pan. But it feels like it's setting the stage for you to be sucked into this world, especially because of the next song being called Sugar Rush Ride. This feels like fully diving in and indulging into this world of like boyhood. But maybe I'm getting a little bit ahead of myself here since we haven't actually started the music video or heard the song. But I don't know, that's just like the impression that I'm getting of what we're about to get here. But let's go with Sugar Rush Ride. Ooh, those guitars.
Let's go. Think
So they've all been beached. Ooh, that beat. This kind of feels like Blue Hour-y a bit. So where are they? Is this Magic Island? Ooh, what was that? That's me. The goosebumps rising. Oh my gosh. Ah, what is happening? I'm so overwhelmed. Oh my goodness. That took a turn. Here I was being like, oh, this is like fun and Blue Hour and innocent. And then boom, give me more. Like, what did that flower do to Yeonjun? Because like he's crawling up here and he touches it. And then this flower. And then this like... Okay, I need to stop. But it's just like insane how quickly that switch flipped and how Yeonjun is saying this is being like brought on by the devil. And there's this line here, when you get back, my determination comes instantly undone. Come a little closer, swallow the sugar rush. Oh, I wouldn't know. But it's almost like if you take a drug and when it like kicks in and all this stuff starts happening. And they're saying, sweet desire, taking me into the dream, the liar on the bedside. I can feel it. I can't resist it. That sweet, devilish smile. You opened my locked door so easily. Oh, I just noticed this little bug. And then, oh my, I see the stars. The devil said, give me more. So it's like you've given in to temptation. You're getting sucked in and pulled in. And, you know, they're doing a pretty good job of representing that temptation. I won't go into it any further. And then like come here, like let's no comment. I am a lady. But yeah, I like this concept of comparing this like giving into temptation just being like a sugar rush. But okay, let's keep going at my own peril. Stays like anemia. This beat though. Oh, the butterfly. This does feel very Lost Boys. Ooh. The vocals. Oh, those falsettos. Huh. Ooh. It seems like they're getting sucked deeper and deeper into the world. You know, this is almost like it's underbelly. Oh, what's on his hand? It's like honey. I don't like this song. Oh my goodness, so much just happened. This is kind of like the trailer again. Oh, I seriously just feel like I did a handful of drugs, both with what was going on in the music video and then also like the song as well. It felt like it was just throwing everything at you at once to make you feel that feeling of like disorientation, but also like, I need more, I want more. It seems like in this that they're choosing to show a lot more skin, which seems like a very conscious choice. And then the lyrics is like, come here, more, let's play more. You're bad, you liar. What did you do to me, sugar? And then it's me who's bad. Like, it's almost calling back, especially this part in their outfits, to like Good Boy Gone Bad. And then we saw this moment, I can't quite tell who that is, but of someone being underwater and then landing back on the ground. So is this like representative of the high being over? I mean, I don't know. This was just so great from top to bottom. The concept, the song itself, like this is one of my favorite TXT title tracks in a while. I'm so excited that I'm really enjoying this so far because I was honestly worried. Like Thursday Child's one of my favorite K-pop albums of all time, so I was really worried about like being disappointed. But no, this is completely living up to everything I could hope and want for from TXT. So I'm really, really excited to keep going with part 2. I'm going to put the card right here to keep watching for part 2. So I will see you shortly. Bye-bye.